Hello guys, Dan here from Dan's Tech, and today's video guys I'm going to be bringing you the £700 gaming PC build for mid-2015. So this one guys is going to contain an Intel Core i5-4460, that's a true quad-core processor, and also an AMD R9 290X, that's a single fastest kind of GPU that AMD make currently. So without further ado, we're going to be getting on with this build, and one thing I do want to mention is that you will be getting some very nice performance from this. £700 is quite a lot of money to spend on a PC, and yeah, you really shouldn't worry about what games to play for £700. Pretty sweet system, and yeah, you will not need to upgrade it for a very long time if you guys are happy with turning some settings down in the future. So without further ado, let's get on with this build, and yeah, let's just kind of show you guys what I've chose for the £700 gaming PC. So guys, to get started, for the processor, we're going to be choosing the i5-4460. It's a quad-core processor running at 3.2 GHz and does also turbo boost. Now this for the money is really good, and yeah, you're getting a true quad-core, which to be honest doesn't consume a lot of power for the actual power that this processor has. Very nice, and for gaming, it will do pretty damn good. And yeah, for £144, you cannot go wrong there at all. Just a little bit faster than the i5-4440. Now moving on to the motherboard, we're going to be choosing the Gigabyte Z97P-D3. This is a Z97 based chipset motherboard, so it's got this is actually the latest chipset, Z97 from Intel. Very nice, and you do get overclocking capabilities. Fair enough, we're not going to be overclocking the Intel chip that I've chose here, but for upgradability purposes, very nice. You do get 4 DIMM slots, a maximum of 32 gigs supported, and apart from that, you do have loads of USB 2s and also 3s, and then you do get good stuff like gigabit LAN, and yeah, you do actually have support for 5th gen processors as well, which is very nice indeed. Good layout, and it does also support Crossfire for you guys that might use Crossfire in the future, but nevertheless, for you personally now might not use that. But I thought for £60 you cannot go wrong, and they have chose this for some of the cheaper builds, so it is pretty good for the money, and for £60 you cannot go wrong at all. Very nice motherboard, and I actually do have it's a slightly upgraded version than this. I have the Z97-S Li from Gigabyte, but very solid, and yeah, for £60 you cannot go wrong at all. And moving on for the memory, we're going to be getting 8 gig of HyperX Fury. This is actually Kingston. HyperX is kind of a division of Kingston, but yeah, 2 4 gig sticks, and this memory does run at 1600 MHz cast latency of 10, and you can choose whatever colours you want, so you can go for red, white, black, and also blue. I've personally gone for the blue. The black, sorry, since this one is $49.19. I believe it's £50 for all of the other ones, but yeah, choose whichever colour you want. It'll all work, and it'll all be good. Now moving on to the hard drive, we're going to be grabbing a 2TB Seagate Barracuda. I personally have one of these, and well, to be honest, I actually have 2 of these now. £60, cannot go wrong. Nothing really much to say about a hard drive apart from it's 2TB, 7200 RPM spin speed, 64 MB of cache, and has that 6 gigabit interface, even though hard drives, well, aren't even that fast to kind of utilise that interface. But there we are. Quite a lot of storage there to store your games and your operating system. Next up, for the graphic cards, we'll be choosing the Gigabyte Windforce 290X. This is an AMD card, so yeah, Gigabyte make this one. This is the R9 290X. Very nice card, and it actually has 3 fans, so you can do some overclocking with this. I do know the 290X GPU does run pretty hot, but nevertheless, spinning fans up a little bit faster than what they usually go, and you can get some really good overclocks with this card. And yeah, this is from Gigabyte, so some people that make the motherboard, and yeah, you can actually put these in Crossfire in the future if you want to. So yeah, double your performance. You can buy another one of these if you want to in the future. So this card is £273, cannot go wrong, and yeah, for the price it's pretty damn good. We'll give you some very nice performance. This is AMD's fastest card, actual fastest single GPU available on the market at the current moment. Does also come with 4 gig of GDDR5 video RAM for them games that are starting to use that amount of RAM. Then moving on to the case, we're going to be choosing the Corsair Carbide Spec 03. It's a mid-tower ATX case with all these red LED fancy fans, USB 3 on the front. You do have a large side panel window to the left-hand side of the case. And apart from that, it's got really good internal layout, and you do get some nice airflow inside this case. Has all the right things you would expect. Has loads of ports. On top, plugging in USB flash drives and stuff. It has loads of places to put hard drives and SSDs, so it's pretty loaded, and yeah, you can actually fit a lot of big coolers in here if you don't want to upgrade to say stuff like water cooling or just some really high-end air cooling solutions in the future. But for £50, very nice, and that's what we've chosen to go for. Now lastly, for the power supply, we're going to be picking up the Corsair Builder Series CX600. I personally did own this power supply about a year and a half ago. But yeah, this is 600 watts of clean power from Corsair, and this power supply is enough definitely to power both the CPU and the GPU inside this build, and yeah, many other hard drives or SSDs if you choose to grab them in the future. But this is the fixed cable version. If you want to pay a little bit more, you can get this modular version, whereas about half the cables not actually in the power supply by default, so yeah, you know, you can plug them in if you need them, and yeah, you can get better cable routing. But nevertheless, this is a good power supply, and 600 watts, yes, is enough for the GPU and the CPU, with quite a lot of room there to spare so the fan isn't spinning at its very fastest. Anyway guys, yes, on to the conclusion. So guys, there we were, that was the PC for £700. As I said at the beginning, you should not worry at all about what games you can be playing, and if you do pick up, you know, say a brand new game like GTA 5 or something like Battlefield Hardline, I know they're kind of, you know, two kind of mainstream titles, but yeah, if you pick up any game, you really shouldn't have any worries at all. Fair enough, you don't have an i7, but I've kind of explained in the past that, yeah, i7s are not needed for gaming, and, you know, they're only for, like, you know, kind of myself, that do video editing, or just people that, you know, generally want more performance and more computational tasks, so do bear that in mind. So yeah, an i5 and the 290X, very, very fast, and yeah, you'll be very, very happy with the the performance you get. As always, yeah, there are links in the description for both Amazon UK and Amazon USA. A lot of you guys have asked for, you know, kind of the USA links, so they're also in there. I myself do shop at Amazon quite a bit, and for components, you know, computer components, it is pretty cheap, and with the actual Prime that I get, so I actually do pay Student Prime, it's £40 a year. You do get that one-day delivery, which is really good. I mean, really, really good value for money in the UK. So yeah, you get all your parts, all in, you know, one kind of package from Amazon, delivered to you, which is genius. It's really, really good, that the Amazon Prime. And yeah, I personally am an associate of Amazon, for you guys that don't know. So you know, I do get a little bit of income. I think is it 3% of the actual revenue that Amazon, yeah, do kind of generate from you guys buying the parts, and that's kind of about it. So guys, yeah, if you guys do have any, you know, questions, comments, or yeah, you know, just have any concerns or just want any recommendations for your builds, yeah, do feel free to put them in the comment section below. And yeah, without further ado guys, please feel free to like, comment, and also subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.